So do you know Infocrime,
I've,
Montreal?
yes, I've heard of it.
You know what they do?
It's to collect information for if someone's committed a crime or if you have information regarding, I don't know.
I don't know Infocrime Montreal, but I know Infocrime Canada.
I've heard of it.
No, I haven't.
No, sorry.
What they do, my impression is it's like a 911 number, but softer for smaller crimes. So you call them to talk to the police.
As you know, it isn't always easy to know when to communicate with Infocrime Montreal or when you have to call 911. As a general rule, call 911 if you are the victim of a crime or are in an emergency. However, if you witness a crime or are aware of one and you wish to remain anonymous and keep your information confidential, contact Infocrime Montreal. At Infocrime Montreal, we believe that our society should place greater emphasis on human values and work toward the elimination of all forms of criminality. Infocrime Montreal is a non-profit organization which is totally independent from the Montreal Police Department, SPVM. On the island of Montreal, it administers a program which encourages citizens to fight crime by communicating information about criminal activity in an anonymous and confidential manner. In addition, the organization supports crime prevention programs. The directors of Infocrime Montreal make sure that their mission is always respected. The organization does all that it can with all the means at its disposal to ensure that its role as an intermediary is strictly adhered to. Since 1987, anonymity and respect for sources have been at the heart of Infocrime Montreal's mission and priorities. This allows victims or witnesses of crime to divulge information without risk of reprisal or having to appear in court. Infocrime Montreal sometimes offers anonymous rewards to those who come forth with significant information. Using the services of Infocrime Montreal is a sign of self-respect, which also helps to reduce and control crime in order to preserve the quality of life for Montrealers and to help our city stay safe. At Infocrime Montreal, all possible measures are taken to assure the anonymity and confidentiality of those who provide information, including no caller ID appears on any phone call, whether it involves a conversation or a transfer to voicemail, and it is impossible to trace a call. When someone fills out an internet form, only the information entered on the form is sent to Infocrime Montreal. No electronic signature allows us to identify the source. Infocrime Montreal information is always passed on to Montreal Police Department investigators in an anonymous and confidential manner.
And do you know how you can reach Infocrime Montreal?
I think it's 911 or there's another number, but I don't know it off by head. I don't know if it's 811. I don't remember the number.
I think it's 1-800-INFO-CRIM or something like that. I saw ads, but I don't remember.
No, I would just look up like online what it is. I don't know.
You know, there is an internet site.
No, I never knew that. That's something new.
There are two ways to contact us. By phone at 514-393-1133, by speaking directly with our specialists, or by leaving as detailed a message as possible on voicemail. By an electronic form accessible on the website. Fill out all pertinent boxes to the best of your knowledge. If you have already called, you can still fill out the online form to add more meaningful information.
When someone's gone missing, someone has been hurt, they need information in regards to, they ask people to call in if they've seen anything or heard anything.
If you have information regarding, I don't know, information on a crime that's committed.
They see something, they try to intervene, but depending on the situation, sometimes they have to call the police and just stand back.
There are multiple reasons why it is in your interest to communicate with Infocrime Montreal. Mainly, to do your duty as a citizen, because you mustn't close your eyes. By divulging information you have on suspicious or criminal activity, you contribute to the fight against crime and to improving both your and your fellow citizens' quality of life. No matter how you communicate with us, we treat your information seriously. Infocrime Montreal receives on average 2,600 pieces of information per year. Annually, this allows us to solve diverse crimes, including drug dealing, arson, shoplifting, and even murder. Remember, call 911 if you're the victim of a crime or experience an emergency. However, if you witness a crime or know about a crime and wish to remain anonymous and keep your information confidential, you can contact Infocrime Montreal at 514-393-1133. Infocrime supports several programs. United Without Violence, The Money Pouch, Students in the Race, Rebondi, the Montreal World Soccer Tournament, Crayons of Prevention.
The Money Pouch aims at preventing abuse and fraud directed at our senior citizens. We promote the program by going directly to seniors' residents and in the streets to speak to our clientele face to face. Infocrime is a major partner and the program's biggest sponsor, and so for them, it's a way to promote this line, which is a very, very important tool for fighting abuse and fraud aimed at our seniors.
6 years ago, we in the police department were lucky enough to have Infocrime's support in starting a project called United Without Violence. Every year since, we've reached about 2,000 Montreal students in an attempt to prevent violence, bullying in elementary schools. We make grade 6 student ambassadors of nonviolence and have them sign a contract that they will not accept violence and that they will speak up to reduce it. So for us, Infocrime is a great partner, and together, we're making progress fighting against violence every day.